It's true that many people like to start their day doing yoga because it gives them energy. And there's another thought that if you do yoga at the end of the day before going to sleep, you can sleep better and wake up feeling more refreshed. Lying down for 7 or 8 hours and not moving is a chance for the body to stiffen up. But if you make your spine flexible and more pliable before you go to sleep, often it'll make you sleep better and feel better. So in this short 10-minute video, we'll be doing some movements from the Ashtanga 1 series in yoga, and you'll get an opportunity with a number of upward dogs and downward dogs and some triangle poses and side stretches to warm up your body as you get ready to get under the warm covers and sleep for the night. So begin in a prayer position, prayer pose to thank yourself with deep gratitude, transitioning into yoga mind and focusing on your breath. As you step to the front of your mat, inhaling and exhaling, stretch up toward the ceiling and arch back and reach, bringing your hands past your heart in a prayer pose and down toward your feet as far as you can take them. If you can't touch the mat, that's fine, reaching up to your fingertips and down. Step your left foot back and then your right, down into plank pose, stretching through the upward dog, lifting your legs off the mat on the tops of your feet, holding there with the breath, roll over your feet and into your first downward dog. Press your heels into the mat and get ready to take your left leg forward toward the front of the mat between your two hands. Lift it up if you want to, bring it forward and join with your right foot. As you prepare to step back one leg at a time or jump into your plank position, coming forward to your upward facing dog, knees are off the mat, lifting from the pelvic floor, transition into your downward dog, and push your feet into your toes and your heels downward toward the mat. Lift onto your toes for the stretch and jump to the front of your mat or go one leg at a time. Reaching over your head with straight elbows, shoulders pressed away from your ears. Step into a triangle pose, into Warrior 2, modified to an easy and gentle position with your left knee moderately bent and your right leg straight. With your straight right arm, reach toward your straight leg, your left arm above you, reaching upward toward your left straight leg. Look up at it, keep reaching upward and backward, and come to Warrior 2, gently reaching now with your left arm on your bent knee, your right arm straight above you, taking the curve out of your side, dropping lower on the mat with an extended side angle pose, straight arm, straight side. You can make that deeper as you feel comfortable. Hand down to the mat for your extended triangle pose. If you want to put your hand on your shin, that's fine. If you take it all the way to the mat, that's fine. One hand should be directly above the other. Sinking into the pose, gazing forward and relaxing. Deep, slow breathing. Feeling how things inside shift. Bring both hands to the mat, one on either side of your foot. Change the direction of your back leg for an intense side stretch pose. If you want to put your hands all the way to the mat, it's fine. If you want to rest them on your shin, it's fine. Whatever works for you to feel comfortable. Step your 2 feet together to the front of the mat and slowly come back straight, standing mountain pose, hands in prayer pose past your heart and down to your side. Up again over your head, arch back, swan dive forward, neck is straight, Hands to the mat. Looking up, fingertips, and step or hop back, plank position. Gliding forward to your upward dog, knees off the mat, pelvic floor lifted, rolling over your feet into your downward dog. This is now your third downward dog. Press your feet into the mat. And breathe. Bring your left leg toward the front of the mat as you position yourself for a spread leg forward fold pose, and just enjoy hanging there. Come back up to repeat the sequence that we just did on the other side with a warrior two, into a bent leg, reaching your hands away from you and now toward your back straight leg with your left arm. Right arm is above you, reaching toward your straight leg. And your right arm on your right knee with your left arm pushing a little deeper into the stretch. Shoulders are away from your ears. Feeling the breathing. The pelvic floor is lifted. The outer foot of the left leg is pressing down into the mat. The toes are pressing into the mat. Come back to your warrior two, into your extended triangle pose like we did on the other side. One hand should be directly above the other. And breathe. And bring your hands down by either side of your foot. Reposition your back leg and stretch your nose toward your knee and just sink into the stretch and rest and breathe. Pull your toes up toward your nose if you'd like to have an even more intense calf stretch on this side. Deepening and breathing. Pay attention to your breath. As you come back into the spread leg forward fold pose, grab your elbows and hang. Just hang with your elbows and feel the nice relaxing stretch. A little bit pigeon-toed so your heels are further out than your toes. Toes pointed a little bit inward. Put your hands behind your ankles or your knees and pull yourself further into the stretch. Moving your body toward your left leg. You can take your right arm around your ankle. And now come to the other side with your left arm pulling around the back of your ankle if you can. Whatever feels right to you. Bring both hands to each ankle and clasp your hands overhead to lower them down toward the floor and pull yourself even further through your knees. Gazing at the back wall. Let your hands go and clasp your left leg with both arms and notice if you get even further than you did the other times you stretched this way. And down to your right side. Notice if it's further, it probably feels more relaxed, and both sides again, and you probably are further than before. Grab each toe, big toe, in a yoga toe lock that's using your first two fingers from each hand. And let that go. And come into a standing position with your feet about hip width apart, parallel to one another. Take your elbows and hang. Feel the stretch in your back. Notice what you've accomplished in the last 10 minutes. Stay with your breathing and take this breathing pattern into the rest of your day as you bring yourself slowly up and acknowledge what you've done in the last 10 minutes. Hands into prayer pose, acknowledging yourself with a gratitude attitude. Thank you for taking care of you. I thank you. Thank yourself, your family, and your friends will thank you too. Have a good night's sleep. Looking forward to seeing you here again.